Hey, NB-777 here in Boulder, Colorado with another 757 Boulder built amplifier video. This is a blast from the past. Nice powder coated cabinet. Got all kinds of metal flake in there. Can't really see it in this light, but looks really cool. Anyway, this amplifier is number 146. I built this about 3.5 years ago for my buddy Rick, Needlebender 777 down there in Tampa. And I figured it was time for some upgrades since I got a rare batch of unobtainium Toshibas in stock. So we figured we'd get those old HGs out, put some fresh new old stock 2879s in there, as well as do a couple other modifications. We didn't have a voltmeter in it back then, and we put some nice rubber covered switches on there. Upgraded the lights to green to match the rest of the box. Pretty cool. And on this box we added this RCA jack in the back since we made it back in the day, and that's for external keying with and simultaneous keying with other amplifiers. And this switch here kind of controls how it's keyed. Right now it's in the middle. That's in a standby position. You put it up towards the RCA jack and you're keying through the RCA jack. You put it down in the bottom and you're keying through the normal keying circuit. We're going to put it back there in standby mode. And you can see we got all the best of the best stuff in here. There's all the old junk we pulled out. Not looking too bad, but you know, hey, this is better. Especially right there. Oh yeah. Now, man, let's see if the myth is true, how great these Toshibas are. Let's slip the lid on the box here, and we'll see how it operates. Give me just a minute. Okay, there we go. It's all looking good. You can kind of see that metal flake working there a little bit. In the sunshine, it looks really outrageous. But it's in standby position right now, so we'll show our unit in Grant here. We'll start with audio, 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 which does just over 20 watts there. And let's show our input reflect tune. In other words, your pass-through tune when you're not using the amp. It also is very important for your listening ability. If you have a high pass-through tune, it's just clogging your ears up so you can't hear as well. So let's look at what our pass-through tune looks like. Audio, 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 audio. Absolutely perfect. So let's put this keying circuit in action. We'll put it into the RF sniffing circuit so we don't need a foot pedal or have it hooked to a radio to key it. It'll just key off the unit in Grant here, and we'll look at our tune with the amp on. Audio, 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 audio. It just does not get any better than that. That is a 5-watt slug in reverse. Audio. Absolutely working great. And with our 22 watts in, oh, look at that, our new steaming coax meter there. Audio. You're getting 350 watts out with 20 watts in. That's pretty good. Well, heck, let me put this thing in standby again. And we'll go to let's just pound on it like they say you can pound on Toshibas. We'll turn this striker on here. And our striker. Audio. Audio. And you can see, we'll compare it with this over here. Audio. 101.5. Audio. 102. So we're within a half a watt of each other there. That's really nice. Let's put it in keying mode. 100 watts. I would not recommend daily use for this, though. I've done it with HGs and they've lasted, but it just it's hard on them. But let's see what it does with the 100 watts in. Audio. 640 watts out. Wow. Let's look at the birds. We've got a 500 watt slug there. We've got our average slug right there, which is 1,000. So it's bottom scale. 500 watt slug there. Middle scale. Audio. Wow. 300 watts average and just burying the 500 watt slug, of course. Audio. 650 watts out of a 2-pill. There you go. I wouldn't recommend running it there. I recommend about 60 watts in. But, hey, there you go, Rick. One kick-ass Toshiba box. Needle Bender 757 up here in Boulder, Colorado. Hope you enjoyed the video. We're going to get back on that side smoking. See ya.